very exciting. The greater masses of New York will be able to see
our awesome show.
Our awesome show and my awkward antics. I can't even talk.
I have overactive eyebrow syndrome.
Wow.
The residency gives us a chance to develop the show that we've been working on and also the music that makes up the show.
It's exciting music. It's music that's very accessible to everyone.
But it's really kick-ass. I say kick-ass? Kick-ass. Kick what?
No, because it is kick-ass. The Joe's Pub residency is really exciting. I'm definitely doing like a lot more work. Like it's a lot different work than I thought I would be doing. It's a lot of extra, just housekeeping, I guess you would call it.
What can I say? But I was just a musical director. Apparently we didn't read the fine print.
And Joe's Pub. Everybody. It's not exclusive. Here's the thing. I get tired of this slur, okay? Here's the thing. NYC, you no longer have to be ashamed. We've all been there. We've all done things. And you know what? We're starting a revolution. So if you have something, you can hashtag Sinners of New York. Tell me your sin. Let me know what's up. And then close it out with a hashtag judge not, because you know what we're not doing?
Judging.
Judge not.
Judge not, can't judge.
Can't judge, won't judge.
Because I couldn't judge.
Judge not.
Can't.
We created a hashtag.
It was barking right there.
One time in college, I drank way too much, passed out in the woods for an hour, and then woke up and went back to party.
Judge not.
I drank tequila out of a red Solo cup just straight for about an hour and a half, and then passed out in Burger King.
Well,
You
know, you spill something in someone's house in the kitchen, you turn that thing over. Judge not.
Judge not. When I was in Jew camp, I was about to share my first kiss. This was my first French kiss. I did.
Judge not. You paid the price for that one.
Matt, Bradley, Nathan.
Ooh, we're judging not.
Quiet period. Judge not.
This is a dead scoop. Was a pocket of time or was it with my bag? What's that high?
Go out, have yourself a good time, learn a little life lesson, and guess what? Don't make that same mistake again.
It's true.
And that's life. And that's what the show is about. And in the end, at the pearly gates, just think like you're gonna ask somebody.
Yeah, just think of it as like one big confession. One just big musical confession. That's what Joe's Pub really is.
It is the church. sound checked, I was a little shorter because I didn't have my heels on yet. Speaking of heels, it's very important to note that I have quite possibly the best heels that have ever been in the existence of man. However, at some point I think during this show, God might try to strike me down from them. So I decided to wear a more sensible heel and leave these on display.
Yeah, baby.
At the core, it's art. So, anyway, little background for those of you who are just joining us, these sinners of New York. I grew up in South Jersey, which is really a wonderful place. Yeah, a little some here. Mm-hmm. And then I moved down to Georgia with my Jewish mother from the Bronx. And the first week that we were there, we went to church. There were these two little old ladies. Their names were Duchess and Grubsy. And Duchess and Grubsy were like, one was a little femme, and one was a little butch.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're with me, you know. And we lived in adjoining townhomes. But they begged us. They were like, please, Nancy, Allie, please come to church. Please come to church. So it was our first week in Georgia, and we did. We went to church. And we're sitting there, and the preacher he's preaching, hellfire, brimstone, and he says, y'all, we have 2 people in this congregation who have not yet been saved. My mom and I look at each other like, oh shit. That may be us. Is that Nancy? Allie? Stand on up, because it's going to be a shame that we can't hear Allie singing in heaven. At which point my mother took her bag, took my arm and said, go, get yourself gone, we'll leave it here. And we left. And that was my first week of school. In my private Christian school. But I look back on those days fondly, because I learned some important lessons, like always tease your hair, don't leave the house without makeup. And probably the most important lesson that I learned there was, it doesn't matter what you do on Saturday night, as long as you go to church on Sunday. love that he works with wood. And at the end of the day, that was Jesus. He's hot. I love him. I love him so much. I'm gonna date Jesus because at the end of the day, he's always going to forgive you for whatever you do. Forgive your sins.
Yeah, I didn't know we had that hot of pictures of Jesus in this life.
Oh, there's hot. All you gotta do is Google hot Jesus. Just to be clear, you Google hot Jesus. I mean, he was the hottest, but there's Jesus, using a saw. Jesus turning water to wine. He's a good boyfriend. Okay, we'll not rest on that. I'm gonna take a drink. Y'all, let's raise our glasses to sin tonight.
Judge
Let's do the sin. We're not judging, judge not. It's time to get messy on my heart. Harking back on the whole sin idea, I actually have always had a problem with sin. When I was little, I was a very prideful child. My parents didn't really know how to export my energy, so they put me into a pageant thinking oh yeah, she'll be vicious and cruel, and it'll be great. It'll be just what she needs. So they entered me into Little Miss New Jersey. And I have to be honest, I was the youngest one there. I was 4 years old. And it was the one and only year I did it. And I was determined to win. And it wasn't enough just to win. I've always wanted to win shit. I'm talking ribbons, money, cash prizes. Now when you get there, they had us all lined up on stage and they were asking us oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the first little girl was a doctor. And the second little bitch says, a teacher. And then the third one, the stupidest skank of all, says, I want to be an astronaut. They got to me and they said, Allie, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, what do I want to be when I grow up? The best. And I had to make a choice. So I did what any woman does to get ahead. I took the damn dress off! It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last goes by, stalks the spring in the night, and he's watching us all in the eye of the tiger. But actually, I really a child. And I used to get myself into trouble all the time because I had a problem with being number one. I still to this day struggle with it. If I ever get in trouble, it's really awkward. And when I was in first grade, I had a teacher, Mrs. Reed, and she had this handwriting test. And she told us all, we're going to do this handwriting test. The kids who pass the handwriting test get a yellow pencil with an eraser. Because up until this moment, we had to use those big clunky blue pencils. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Big clunky. They didn't have an eraser. You had to like manually sharpen them. You had a special sharpener because it was so thick. So I practiced with my mom. I'm like, Mom, I gotta get this eraser. I gotta get this pencil. And we take the test. And let me tell you, I still had a blue fucking pencil. So I go to Miss Reed and I say, hey, Miss Reed, don't you think it's unfair that the children who need help with their handwriting are the ones who don't have pencils with erasers? And yeah, I did. And I got my first attention. And we had this one late bus that went around the entire neighborhood. Like if you got detention, you took the late bus. And my house just happened to be the last stop. So they told my mom, like, she'll be home around 4. And I actually didn't get let off until around 6. And clearly I was in first grade. And it wasn't this day and age, so I didn't have a cell phone. And my mom just waited there and waited for me. When I got off the bus, I thought she was going to be so mad. And I got off, and I remember just head held low. And she said, it's okay. You'll get it next time. And that's been a good lesson for me. I've always had to learn to slow down and just enjoy the moment and be here. So, this one's for my mom. Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. Then if you're so smart, tell me why you're still so afraid. At school where I'd have to use little puppets being, it's okay to be number 2. So I still use that practice. But what was clear was that I needed a way to use my energy. So they they put me in sports where I could really hurt some people. That's, I guess, what they were thinking. It was like, gosh, don't run it off. It'll be great. So they put me in sports, and it was important because I was getting to be a little chunker. And I put together some photos because it's clear that for the last, I just had a birthday, so 28 years. Thank you. Yeah, it's happening. I'm getting older. It's a thing. But for the last 28 years, I have not stopped shoveling, putting everything I can get, food, into my mouth. Oh, that's the dress. Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I'd like to meet, pretty woman. Yeah. I don't believe you, you're not the truth. No one can look as good as you. Yeah, yep. That's me literally hoarding food on a boat. Hoarding. I'm so ashamed. Judge not. Yeah. The problem was I was a horse girl. I think you're all familiar. You had those kids in your class. Oh, horse girl? Yes! The kind who, you know, drawing mythological creatures. Judge not. But the problem was I did have horses. And it didn't make matters any worse. Better. It didn't make matters any better. Hot mess. Pretty woman, won't you walk on by? Pretty woman, yes, don't make me cry. Pretty woman, thank you. I don't believe you, you're not the truth. Oh, you're lonely just like me. You see, the awkward thing about this was my mom wasn't sure if I was just growing fat or actually growing boobs. So all of my clothes fit really poorly. Case in point, it's time for a bigger bathing suit. Pretty woman, walk on by. Pretty woman, walk on by. Pretty woman, share your smile. Pretty woman, yeah. Pretty woman, walk my way, oh Lord. Pretty woman, won't you stay? That is a school picture. My mother was not for this. I smuggled it in my backpack. And I refused. She got the person was like, no, what is this? Man, you can't sample my creativity. This is me. That's who I am. I'm pretty sure there are more pictures that my mom hid, so these are literally the only pictures I have of myself as a child. Because my mother burned the rest. But don't worry, I found this one. And for that, I leave you with some choice photos. Here we go. Braces! Boy child! Bottle! Close up! Pretty woman, walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I like to meet. Pretty My dad, actually, I used to like, that was an outfit, which is a shameful thing in itself. But my dad had me up to visit, he lived in New York, he's like, we're gonna go to Wall Street, we're gonna see the bull. Touch a bull's balls, touch it, touch it. And I remembered, so this is the best shot we got. But I was so upset about it. I was in that t-shirt, in those mom jeans, those Adidas with the little beanie thing, bottom things, those sandals, and I was ugly snot crying like, like snot. And they're like, go touch him. And this is the best picture we got. Glad we have that. So, truth be told, for the next few years, there was a strong hiatus in my life. I did not sin, mostly because I was an awkward tween. But then the most beautiful thing happened. I got to college. And for the first time, I joined a sorority. And I had sisters. And we went to frat houses. And I would see these boys. And these boys would come up, and when I was done with one Gatorade and vodka, they'd bring me another Gatorade and vodka. Because it has electrolytes, so it makes you drunk faster. Done. Science. Guys. Why it's on that on the Joe's Pub menu, I don't know. But basically, freshman year, I sucked a lot of dick. So it turns out in college, when you go back to a guy's room, they expect you to have sex. So my first week of college, I quickly became known as the Queen of Blue Balls. Big day for me. So I had to change my tactic a little bit. And the reach around became the reach down. Okay. We all do this, right? I was like, stop pacing, time wasted. Gotta fill with the coal in the basement. But this kid not chasing. Oh, what she gonna do it? Get hot, get strong. Both top, tank top, on this point. You were the winner, so maybe you can lose. I got some skin, you can come. So take it off when you're home alone. Talking to your friends when you're on your phone. Looking at your friends, telling you this is great, girl. I think my best is big. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I wanna take my clothes. Oh, wait. I really wanted to have sex, but I really wanted the first time to be special. And then saw him across the dance floor. He was rugged, dressed down, not wearing any shoes. His was clean. Never meant to call you any song. They called him Fester. Never meant to call you anything. Mostly because he looked like Uncle Fester. Only one time to see you laughing. I went right up to him, and believe you me, I made out with him, and it was friggin' glorious. Purple rain, purple rain. And we made out all night long. Purple rain, purple rain. Like a black hat, slept in the frat house. Purple rain, purple Only want to see you bathing in the purple rain. And the more that I got to know him, the more that I realized I really did only want to see him bathe. Because it turns out he didn't go to school, or live in student housing, or even have a house, or a change of clothes, or a pair of shoes. He was homeless. But we dated. Oh, we dated for 3 years, baby. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Purple rain, purple Only want to see you bathing in the purple rain. But we were in love. And so, we moved to New York City together. Just a girl with dreams and a homeless man with no bags. We made it here. And you know, I realized while we were living here that New York was where I always belonged, always where I wanted to be. And Georgia and Josh Fester were these two huge ideals of this amazing time and experience that I had. And I had that in my heart, and I still love Georgia. But getting to New York, I realized this is where I belong. But there's always a special part in my heart for Georgia and for Fester, that homeless boat. But we moved here in love to New York City, and it was a beautiful thing. It's been a long time since I've been around. It's been a long time, but I'm back in town. And this time I'm not leaving without you. It tastes like whiskey when you kiss me. Oh, I'd give anything again to be, baby, don't. This time the next day. A little hungover. And I realized that was probably a terrible idea. And I was gonna stay with my pig as a shrimp. And I looked over and I realized that Josh / Fester was probably not a great idea either. And he actually had got him a job at Bubba Gump's. Do not ask me how, because I still don't know to this day. And he came to me and he asked me, he's like, hey, can you meet me at this really shitty bar? My words, not his. And I said, yeah. And he said, listen, I lost the job that you got me and I don't have any money and I need to go home. Can you pay for my Greyhound bus ticket? And I have literally paid for everything in his entire life. And I loved him. And I thought really long and hard about it. And I decided to pay for the $15 ticket. And it was the best $15 that I've ever spent. Thank you. Because finally, it was alone in the city that I was always meant to be in. And I loved it. Something about the trees. 5 whole years now. I'm in New York, woman, born to run you down with lipstick all over your face. Something about you, so get away and cry. So put your drinks up for freedom. New York, we love you. It's been a long time since I've been around. It's been a long time, but I'm back in town. And this time I'm not leaving without you. Thank you. So, then came a string of a lot of men. A lot of men. Thank you. So you know everyone has their ebbs and their flows. And New York is that kind of town. I think we can all agree. Everyone here New Yorkers? Yes, right? Everyone here is a New Yorker. So, the thing that's crazy about New York, which I think everybody can agree with, is that 1 minute you love this city, and then the next minute you're like, when do I get out? How do I get out of here? What do I do? And that's what I love about New York. It's because there is nowhere else that I would rather live. But it's crazy. It's a crazy place. And dreams come true here. This residency at Joe's Pub. Thank you, Yuri. Thank you, Shanta. Just when you think you're like, what am I doing? New York helps you out. And it's that kind of town. So, now, I like to sing a song that everybody knows. Some folks like to get away, take a holiday, take a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line. New York, I love you, but you're bringing me New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. Like a rat in a cage, pulling the minimum wage. I'm in New York State. Oh, take me off the mailing list for kids who think it still exists. Yeah, for those who think it still exists. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, and just maybe I'm in a New York state of out to reality, and it's fine with me 'cause I'm living fine. Don't care if the shining sound all wrong in the sky. I don't have any reasons, and all behind. New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. You're bringing me down. I'm in a New York state of Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Wrapping it all together. It's so important to realize that, this is just me talking out, but it's so important to realize that, for me, you can be who you want to be, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes
Judge
and
not.
live your life. Judge not. Exactly. Judge not. When we get to the pearly gates, just because we made out with somebody and went home with an EMT, it's all right.
Christine just came up here and asked if we wanted this beer down here, and I said I would drink it. Judge not.
Judge not. Yes, Christine. Christine knows. Christine's the manager of the wonderful Joe's Pub. So if you guys are having a good time, come here and learn. It's an amazing venue, amazing staff. It's literally the best place in the world. It's the best place in the world. I chucked that earlier. Misstep. But I judged not. Anyway, I wasn't expecting sing that, but no, but I think when you get down to it, it's important to realize that in the end, we're all going to heaven. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a wonderful place. We're gonna have the better stories, let's be honest. So with this last song, this one also is dedicated to Nancy. She's here in the audience. In the most, I don't know how to say this, but in the most non-morbid way, this is what she would like played at her funeral. But it's true. Let's do this thing. And when I die, and when I'm dead and done, there'll be one child born, and a world to carry on, to carry on. Thank you guys, seriously. It's been an amazing night. Thank you.